I just watched Beast last night and I have some things to say. As per usual, this review will not contain spoilers, and towards the end I will give my rating. Also, the footage may not be a perfect match to what I'm saying, since this is a brand new movie. But with that out of the way, let's talk about Beast. Let's start with the positives of this movie. The first thing I will say is that this movie looks beautiful. I feel like we don't have a lot of movies set in Africa, and the movies that do go to Africa usually make it look like a barren desert. But Beast makes the most of its setting and it has some beautiful scenery. I wouldn't say the movie has masterful cinematography or breathtaking shots of nature, but it is nice to look at overall. The next thing I liked about Beast is Idris Elba and Sharlto Copley. I think their performances, like usual, are good and their characters are charismatic. Obviously in Beast, you are not going to get Oscar-winning acting because this isn't that kind of movie. But a lot of the time, the reason why I was paying attention was because I liked Idris and Sharlto's characters and they have a natural chemistry. I think the big reason to even see this movie for a lot of people is going to be Idris Elba, and he does not disappoint. The last thing I'll mention is that some of the shots and sequences in this movie are unique and engaging. You have long shots that just follow the characters and it feels really natural, but getting those long shots is not easy at all. This makes these shots all the more impressive. You also have some dream sequences that are pretty psychedelic, and these sequences are absolutely beautiful. I don't know why, but these scenes reminded me a lot of the Far Cry games, and the color palette in these dream sequences works really well. To me, these extended takes and dream scenes were definitely my favorite part of the movie. Now let's move on to the negatives. The first negative is that some of the characters make stupid choices. This is expected given this kind of movie, and the movie tries to give some justification behind their actions, but stupid choices are still stupid choices. The justifications don't always work when the choices contradict with logic completely, but I'll give the film some credit because compared to some other movies, the stupid choices are not nearly as stupid and they aren't super common. The next negative is a far more fundamental one, and to be completely honest, I don't even know how you would fix this. Beast is just not that interesting, and I think the reason why is because this movie is plagued by its concept. There's only so much you can do with a few characters who are trapped in the desert and pitted against an angry lion. The movie is a creature feature, but I feel like the movie suffers from the fact that there's only so much you can do with its concept. This movie feels like that one episode of SpongeBob with a sea bear, but it's stretched out to be a 1 hour and 30-minute feature film. The movie is just not that interesting, and I think if you yanked me out of the theater halfway through watching it, I wouldn't care enough to be bothered. I can go on without knowing the rest of the story because it really doesn't exist. And this is the problem with creature features as a whole. But this isn't to say that all creature features are bad, because there are some truly great movies that are centered around monsters. I mean, we just had one last month with Nope. It's just that those creature features have a story that keeps you invested. If you took creature features and told them they could only use one setting and have limited characters, then those movies would become a lot less interesting. But even with that being said, we have seen movies with limited characters and one main setting with creatures that were great. The best example I can think of is Life of Pi. But even then, that movie had a story that made you care. Beast doesn't really have a story, and the movie acts like the only reason you care is because of the lion. But this lack of a genuine story that uses the lion as the sole plot rather than making it a device is the main reason why I cannot make myself like this movie. I love the cast, I love the shots, but the movie suffers from not telling a story. Alright, let's get on to my rating. If you are someone who can jive with a simple movie, then you might like Beast. You go into this movie knowing what you're getting, Idris Elba and a lion, and you won't be disappointed. But this movie to me just suffers from having fundamental issues that make me question why the script got greenlit in the first place, or hell, why the script even got written. Beast is a simple movie, and if you are content with that, then you might enjoy this movie. But considering all the other movies that are out in theaters right now, I cannot recommend Beast as the first option you should consider watching. I'm giving Beast a 2 out of 4. And don't take that rating too harshly, because I think for some people, this movie might suit them. Some people don't really expect too much out of a movie and they want a simple story. And if this is you, then consider watching this movie. But if you are like me and you care about the plot first and foremost, then Beast will not leave you satisfied. Beast is an okay creature feature that suffers from not giving us what movies are made for, and that is a story. Guys, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know your thoughts over Beast in the comments below. Do you think I'm being too harsh? These videos take some time to make, and all the support you guys provide really means a lot. We are almost at 600 subs now, which is crazy. The amount of support you guys have shown in the past month is amazing, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I also just got the community tab, so I'll try to interact with you guys more in the future. And as always, if you made it this far, thank you, I love you, and I genuinely hope that you have a great rest of your day.